Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, it will be a Liverpool versus Chelsea combined 11 with Tobes. So let's just get straight into it. Alright, so now we're joined with Tobes. It's going to be a very, what's the word? Argumentative, because I can see a few of my options here and I don't know Tobes as yet. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but let's just get straight into the keeper. Now, Tobes, who have you chose? Because there's only one answer for this one.
Yeah, mate. Do you know what? Any team in the world, I think, there's only one answer for this, and that's Alisson. Alisson is absolutely walking into this team.
Has to be Alisson.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue for Sanchez. I definitely wasn't going to argue for Kepa, but yeah, Alisson against anyone wins that, to be honest.
Yeah, but to be fair, how Kepa actually managed to go to Real Madrid?
Mate, his agent. I need a hold of his agent, because if he's managing to get his guy over to Real Madrid after what I've seen at my club, then Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, that one was an easy one, but onto the right back.
Less contentious.
Right back. This right back position is. I think this actually is.
This should be easy, Dave.
No.
Dave, you don't even play a right back.
I've actually went with Trent.
I can understand why you'd go
because now, like, the right back position, like, it was the word, like, evolutionized. Is that the word? Like, you know, it's now like
revolutionized. Yeah,
that's the one. Like, because Reece James, like, he's also good at attacking. Like, if you think of, like, you know, a few years back when, like, Chelsea had, like, Ivanovic, for instance, and we had Glenn Johnson, or like Nathaniel Klein, like, they weren't really, like, attacking, they were just good defensively. Whereas now, don't get me wrong, like, James is good at attacking, he's better at defending than Trent, and Trent is better than attacking.
And the other way round. So yeah, I would agree with that.
This one is just like, this is a
we're both. I feel like it's one of those ones that we're both going to end up backing our boys.
Yeah,
really, especially because they're both academy lads. Like, and there's so many positives to both players as well. I mean, I'm obviously going to prefer Reece because I think he's more complete. I think, like, there's more of a balance there in terms of both aspects of the game. But Trent's one of the most ridiculous going forwards right back to the game scene. So I completely hear it.
Yeah, I do feel like if Trent was to go into midfield and we signed, like, Di Lorenzo or, like, just a decent right back to be able for Trent to go in midfield instead of just having that massive gap. Like, because when we played just the other day, that gap on the left hand side, like, Konate was playing right back and centre back, and Robertson alone isn't, like, a decent enough, like, left sided centre back. But that was because Trent was getting forwards, and so I feel like if we were to have a right back, Trent,
I think Gvardiol would have been perfect for you guys. Like, so perfect for what you play.
He's a Liverpool fan, and he's went to Man City.
Yeah, I think I read that. Yeah,
and I'm currently in a Man City household, so we have bantered about that. But
I reckon we leave that one up to the comments.
Yeah, okay, that's a good decision. That's a good decision. Okay,
because neither of us are caving on that one. I think.
Yeah, like there's some options here, for, like, where I've put, like. Actually, let's go to the left back. We'll leave the two centre backs for now. The left back, like, for instance, I've put Robbo/Chilwell.
Mate, that's exactly what I put as well. Because I was actually completely okay with that. I was like, do you know what, Robertson? If it had been a couple of years ago, I would have just nailed on Robertson. But I just think in recent years, obviously, you guys, Liverpool fans are very aware of it. There is just a bit of a decline going on to the point that there probably is more of a debate between who would you prefer there. So I'm actually pretty easy. I reckon we'll flip a coin.
Like, honestly, I think the fullbacks are probably the toughest ones to debate for. Because, like, Chilwell, like, even, like, taking it round Alisson, we literally just said Alisson is literally the best goalkeeper in the world, and your left back took it round that keeper. Like, you would not see Robertson do, like.
Mate, our left backs, like, we had Alonso before, they're all really good in front of goal. Like, defensively they're not quite as good, but yeah, they're good. They're good in front of goal, both of them.
But then again, like, Robbo, does he hold the...
Would I take Robertson over Chilwell? Probably not. But But I wouldn't be like pushing it that one's that much better than the other. It's like it's a weird.
Yeah, because right now I'd say Chilwell is the better left back. Right, like as of now, because Robertson was, you know, he was.
They're both better than Cucurella though. I'll give them both that.
Yeah,
I'll give them both that one.
I'm glad that he's only just been brought into the conversation now. So you know what, I'm gonna cave in there and I'm gonna say Chilwell for that position. I'm gonna say
take
Chilwell
it just for the offside goal.
Yeah,
take it well.
Yeah. 2 centre backs. Who did you go for?
Mate, I found this really hard because I'm not gonna lie. I think there are 4 options that like I'd be completely fine with. Out of those 4, 2 of them going in. I've gone with Van Dijk.
Yeah.
And Colwill. I've actually gone Colwill over Thiago. Yeah. And Kanate. I like Kanate a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot. I think he's an absolute monster of a centre back. And then Thiago is obviously an absolute legend, but he played really well against Liverpool, I thought.
Yeah.
However, there was towards the back end of the season, I just thought he was aging a little bit. Probably a bit like the Robertson conversation, where if this was a year or 2 ago, you say Thiago and Van Dijk all day of the week. But I just really backed Colwill just from what we've seen at Brighton. I even thought initially he found it tough against Salah, but he kind of grew into the game. And also your first game being up against Salah that isolated because Chilwell was that far forward.
Yeah,
I thought he did a good job as the game progressed. So I've gone Colwill and Van Dijk. I think that would work really well as well.
Yeah. We were, well, I wouldn't really say linked, but like we were interested in him for the left side of the back 3 if Trent was to go into midfield, and Van Dijk, Kanate, and Colwill would just be.
Yeah,
that would be good.
Well, then Trent can get as forward as he wants. It wouldn't matter
exactly.
at all.
Yeah. And then that would mean Robertson would probably go to Saudi league then as well. For
join Jordan and Stevie.
Yeah, but I've got Van Dijk nailed on, and I actually went with Thiago Silva.
Yeah, I'll happily cave to that just because, like I said, to be honest, out of those 4, I really rate all 4 of them incredibly highly. So.
Yeah, and to be fair, how old's Thiago Silva? Is he 36?
Oh mate, he's got to be 54. I don't know how he's still going. I think he's 39 next month.
And Jesus.
Oh mate, he's still on a ridiculous level. It's crazy. We got him on a free, and I thought, we'll get like maybe a year out of him if we're lucky.
Yeah.
He's going into his 4th year, and he's still great. It's mad.
Oh well.
Yeah, what a guy.
Into midfield, so I've actually went with a CDM, a centre mid, and then a cam.
Okay.
So for the CDM position, I've went with Caicedo.
So have I, man. So have I. I think Liverpool would go with him as well.
Oh, I just can't even believe that whole thing happened. Like,
I just can't believe it was both. I could not believe that.
It was the likes of, like, we didn't even want to spend an extra 2 mil to get Lavia, and then out of nowhere, there's 115 million, and then we still get rejected anyway. That's just absolutely mental.
And earlier in the window, or like before that, the reservations about Bellingham were to do with price. But then they were happy to put 110 for him. It was like, it was really un-Liverpool. It was really not like you guys, just to suddenly go, okay, we're going to go from this target to this target and put in a world record bid. It was like, it was just so odd, wasn't it?
Yeah. What's that girl's name? That I think she's an Arsenal fan, and she said something about Man City bid at a higher price. So then,
Eni Luco.
Yeah. I'm slowly starting to believe that, because that was nothing like.
She might have been on something, man. She might have been. She was cooking. What was she cooking?
But yeah. So anyway, centre mid. Again, I went with Enzo Fernandez. I don't think really needs to debate
I have that
one.
too.
Yeah, I feel like Enzo, especially against us, like, to be fair, once again we've been linked with him as well. We actually had the chance to sign him for 15 mil. I think it was from River Plate before he joined Benfica.
Yeah, Benfica deal. Yeah,
and now look how that turned out.
Oh mate, he's like, as awful as we were last season, he was like the only enjoyable aspect. And I kept saying, because people were going, oh, he's paid 100 million, he hasn't improved the team. I was like, trust me, he's playing in such a poor team. But when you get some good players around him, you'll start to see how good a player he is. He's
and to be fair, I can't lie. After we didn't get him, and then I saw like Chelsea coming 12th and all this. I was like, I'm glad we didn't sign him for like whatever it was, like 85 or whatever it was. 85 mil, and then yeah.
No, we just had that. We had a lot of rubbish.
It
We had a lot of
was
rubbish
just-
around him.
He just absolutely ran the show. Like it was
Yeah.
just
You can't be walking around with a name like Enzo Fernandez and be bad at football either.
yeah.
He's just made for it.
And I was debating to put McAllister into this midfield, but
Okay.
that goes into the next choice. I've went with Nkunku as the cam, and I know he doesn't play like cam,
Interesting.
but he's not a
Behind the
full-on out-and-out
striker anyway, yeah.
he's behind. Like when you played, just had Sterling and who was
He would have played where Chukwuemeka was playing.
that's the name. He would have played there, so it's not like a striker. It was just behind. So I went with Nkunku as that like forward
Number
man
10
in the
sort of,
midfield.
between the midfield and striker link.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But,
I actually did go McAllister because with Nkunku, I sort of a bit like Szoboszlai as well.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen enough that I could sit there and Nkunku had really impressive stats. Szoboszlai, also have seen some of the bangers he's scored. They look like really good players. I'm excited to see more of them in the Premier League. But I can't say with that level of certainty. Whereas I really rate McAllister. I think he's just one of these midfielders and kind of do a bit of everything.
And the thing is, him playing in that 6 role against Hughes on Sunday, that was just not it.
And also that's not his natural position, but he still wasn't bad. It wasn't like he had a shocking game or anything. I still thought he was pretty good. Even the goal, he didn't set up the goal, but he got the pass off to Salah.
Yeah, which was also a great ball as well.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so I think McAllister's class, mate. I think for the price you got him as well, it was pretty outrageous.
35 million, something like that. Like,
yeah,
and especially with Brighton, selling all it. They've sold
like we've just bought Casado for 115
million. So I feel like 35 is a good.
It's a steal.
Yeah, but okay. Shall we just leave the right wing? I think we both know.
We know it's Madueke, yeah.
To be fair, I feel like he'll be quite good in the future. Like,
he'll be good, but
he'll be good. But
he'll be good, but
I don't think he'll be.
Against this one, yeah.
Yeah, and his reaction again on Sunday.
Yeah, what did you make of that?
I feel like because I don't feel like he's getting treated fairly.
Well, I just think it's one of those things that if Liverpool aren't winning the game, you don't take Salah off. It doesn't, even if he's been quiet for like a period, you just don't, do you? Because you know what he could produce just out of nothing.
Like it could literally just be like
a moment, just a moment,
of just bam, and you bring him Ben Dokan. Like what? That was created.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a very pre-season substitution from Klopp.
Oh, yeah, like I feel like it was like he didn't actually know it was a Premier League game.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. Like because like even with like Trent becoming vice captain, like Salah's captain for Egypt. He's been he's been a leader as soon as he came in. He's broken all these records. He's always been professional and. Never put a foot wrong. Even last season, it was only Alisson and Salah to be the 2 good players.
Yeah,
Trent was
definitely.
awful, and then out of nowhere, he's just getting subbed off. He's not vice captain of the club, and it's just crazy to feel like, because apparently I've saw something now as well all over Twitter that Salah's agent is now accepting talks to Saudi and stuff.
Oh, surely. Yeah, cannot understand that from Klopp. It's just a weird decision. Liverpool fans didn't agree with it. Chelsea fans did agree with it. We were relieved, so we'll take that. But yeah, he's on our right wing. So left, who have you got there, Dave?
Left wing, I've went for Luis Diaz.
So have I, to be fair. I really like Luis Diaz.
So
not just because of the goal,
exciting.
but yeah, he's a cool. He's one of the few players that's got a bit of flair in the Premier League. Like it's all quite robotic how football is now, and he's just got a bit of individual charisma on the ball. I do like watching Diaz.
Yeah, and as well, there was people like Riyad Mahrez and Saint Maximin, and then even back in the day when it was Tarat and Ben Arfa, them type of players. I think Luis Diaz is just one of them players. It's as soon as he gets the ball, I feel like sometimes Diaz doesn't even know what he's gonna do himself. No one knows. He is just so unpredictable. It's just some of the things he comes out with, the touch against Everton where he done I think it was Trent, he threw balled it and he just done some mad touch and and then controlled it, ran and then whipped the ball in, and against Villarreal as well in the semi-final of the Champions League. came on and just absolutely changed the game. When we were, I think it was 2-0 down, and then we ended up winning 3-2.
I remember the Palace. Was it the Palace game where you were down to 10 men and he scored the equaliser? It was a class goal. He was like running back. He was like running backwards and managed to kind of bend his foot around it. It was class.
So like some of the things he does is just honestly.
He's quite unorthodox, isn't he? Like the way he sort of moves with the ball. It's not. It doesn't look like you said. He doesn't know what he's going to do because it doesn't look very natural. It all looks like it's hard for him to put his limbs together, but it just works.
Yeah. So
he's a cool player. It kind of killed your season, really. Him when he got injured. Was it when he got injured? Was it against Arsenal? Yeah.
And he was out for, I think it was like most of the season, like pretty much most of the season. And that was a big loss. I feel like that was what like started the downfall.
Agreed.
For us last season, but Diaz still makes it. Now striker.
Mate, I'm really interested by your pick here. Because I don't know who do you lie on, because there's one Liverpool striker I can think of, there's one Chelsea striker that I really like, but I'm a bit. I really like Jackson, mate. I think Jackson.
I thought he's shown some good qualities. On Sunday.
Well, we've kind of been bereft of having good options up top for like a number of years now, but he feels more like the real deal. He's kind of a bit of a complete package. Not the same player, but he kind of reminds me of Isak a little bit in how he plays. But I really like Gakpo. I know he played in midfield against us, but I thought last season, like, the United game was kind of when it felt like he really arrived. But I think he's a good player. So like I'm kind of stuck between those two over Nunez personally. But I'm interested to hear what you feel, if you're Gakpo, if you're Nunez, or.
So before, like, when I said I had Robbo/Chilwell, I had Trent/James, but right now I've got Nunez/Gakpo/Jota.
Oh, and Jota, yeah.
Because Jota on the left wing is a waste. He's a waste. He is nothing special on that left wing, but in the middle. So if it's a striker, like someone playing striker, I'd choose Nunez. But
would you? You'd over Gakpo?
Yeah, because I feel like Gakpo, he's more of a playmaker. He's more like a
link up and
a Firmino kind of role. Like he drops back, he picks the ball. He's so good at like on the turn, picks the ball up, spins, and then he's off. He's dead good at keeping the ball dead close to him. But
back to goal
as an actual striker, I think Nunez is just the one. Okay, so that is the Liverpool and Chelsea combined 11. It was Alisson in goal, still undecided in right back. So make sure you comment down below if you think it should be Trent or James. Van Dijk, Thiago Silva, Chilwell, Enzo, Caicedo, McAllister, Salah, Nunez, Diaz. If you did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. You don't know what to do. And I'll catch you all soon. Invincible.